up, friends? Hey, guys.
How come I can't see everybody? I can't see everyone.
With the friends.
This is everybody. Yeah, that disembodied voice is Black Jester.
Why are you sweating? Is that Vaseline on your forehead? No,
I was in training, and I got a cut on my forehead.
Oh, you were in training.
Yeah.
Rob, he was in training.
Oh, this guy.
Alrighty.
He was in training.
So today,
that's why he's sweating.
Today we have
behind curtains.
We got Boss Rob on the video. We got Q. I guess we got some guy named Mufasa.
Mustafa.
Mustafa.
That's the darkness. Don't let him. Hey, don't let that sucker fool you. That's the darkness, right?
Mufasa.
Then we
you look into your closet and all you see eyes and teeth. That's him.
Then we
talking too much.
We got Black Jester on here. He's gonna show his face at the end of the video. That's what he told me.
No, not lies. 3 weeks, then I'll show my face.
So today we were talking about the Redskins name change.
Oh boy.
So
be more excited than that, Rob.
That's y'all.
We're talking about the Redskins name change. This is exciting news.
We got 2 Redskins fans.
Right.
What the hell?
So
yeah, we got 2 Redskins fans and 2 fake Cowboy fans.
Oh, get the hell out of here, man. Get out of here.
Correct.
If my information is correct, there's a Green Bay Packers fan on the video, and what is it, the Cardinals? Chiefs? It's one of them. One of them in the background. Without a body.
Man, cut that out.
Jumping on that bandwagon.
I hope you ain't talking about yourself. But
oh no. I have been the Redskins for the good, the bad, and the ugly.
The whole time?
I just like me some ugly.
Yeah.
First question. How was your day? You not how's your day?
Yeah. What you do today?
I work.
I had to teach you how to do a podcast.
I'm again.
On your own show.
Man, hey, Q gonna let y'all know what his day is like. I got a friend named Pianki Zimmerman coming up with a fight. Going to be in the UFC.
Yeah. You should promote that. Go ahead.
On the UFC. The 13th or 16th coming up next month. Get training for that fight. He gonna break that boy.
Okay.
All right.
Getting ready for it.
You've been tickling his fancy to get ready for that fight. That's what's up,
oh my god.
He ain't gonna know what hit him. What you do today, Doc? This what you do, Mufasa? Ooh, say it again. What you do? What happened with you?
So today, did be quick so we could get to what Rob wanted topic for today. Just before this call, maybe I should show you guys.
Yeah.
My roommate's car got damaged because somebody doesn't know how to drive, bounced off his car and hit a tree and rolled over the next door's across the street's neighbor's joint. So let me switch my camera.
How fast was he going? He did all that.
He said it was only 25-mile-an-hour street, so pretty fast. That car is moved.
So
he must was going real fast to do all that.
There's the car. Can you see anything? Oh man.
Not well.
I'm sorry. I was just trying to show. I could picture later, but that's the story. You can just use imagination. They missed my car. I had just got home, and person's okay.
Oh, good. I was worried.
And that's the important.
Yeah.
That's the important part.
That's it. That's it.
That your car is okay. That's the important part.
Is okay, but yes, my car. Because what would happen if this car wasn't there? The whole back of my car would have been destroyed. I would be trying to buy a Mustang now. I wouldn't be going on my trip. So Just thank God everybody's okay, but feel bad for my roommate who hates me, who hates my guts. But it's fine.
Hey, that's his fault. But that's another story.
Yeah, another story.
All right, so
what we doing today, boss?
like we said, we're talking about the Redskins name change. First question: should they change the name?
No, lighting. Turn it back on.
Mike says no. So what about the rest of y'all?
I didn't say they shouldn't.
Oh, I just heard you say no.
You put words in my mouth.
No, I just heard you say
assuming.
no. I just heard you. Sorry.
Just like a Cowboys fan.
Assuming.
No, I just heard you say no. I didn't know. What?
I understand. You heard a lot of stuff.
I'm having a conversation with another person off camera.
I don't win nothing.
Well, who want to go first?
Mike, what you got?
How about that?
So, even as a Redskins fan, with all the information that's surrounding the name, I believe that name should have been changed a long time ago. For many, many serious reasons. They should have been changed that name. Even if there's like, well, it's making too much money for me. I don't want to change that name. Well, there's these scientists about the way trends go called economists that could have looked at the patterns and the changes and the current culture and the civil rights and the rights of minorities that shows that this is a serious, deep problem that's not working out for you. Like, we already had the Washington Bullets change their name because their name was Bullet. Like, their name doesn't offend an entire race of people that has been basically made extinct by the country that they now live under. Let's make that clear because it's their country. So that's a lot of money that can be made off that name change. And if you've got everybody after you, like, change the damn name, I'd have had a team ahead of it.
Yeah.
You know, I'd have had a team like real quiet though. You wouldn't know about it.
Yeah.
I'd have had it ahead of it and made some patents on some names, checked out merchandises, and had some focus groups to see where the money looked like with these names, and kept my color scheme so I can save money. And I ain't had to change the uniform and just slap a new label on it. Mm-hmm. Come on, man. You know how much money you can make? Because as a fan, a lot of decisions that were made for even rosters was about this could make us money. Mm-hmm. So why not jump on a situation that can make you a shit ton of money? Now you got a whole fan base with new merchandise that's gonna buy it.
Yep.
No, to your point too. Though I differ on the other side. Dang it, did I just lose my thought?
Well,
about being with or against.
Do you think they should change the name? Mufasa?
Yeah, Mr. Black.
I personally don't like it. I'm not going to get into the details of that. We online and everybody's going to fact check and all that, whatever. But just personally, feeling-wise, no. But I'm not married to the team. It's not something that I made. It's just, I'm a spectator. I'm a fan. So we're going to change the name. All right, let's change the name. Just don't give me a BS name. So
yeah, about that.
Oh, that's the point that I was trying to make, according to what you were saying, Mike.
What?
That God, it just left my brain again. I don't know what I'm saying.
We'll come back to you. We'll come back to you starving over there. Starving.
Yeah.
Like Jester, do you think they should change the name?
Well, I mean, you gotta ask me personally, I would say go around and ask a whole bunch of Native Americans first, and then actually, because a lot of them actually coming out saying, well,
that's gonna go well.
Wait a minute. Where is he? Is he in the mountains?
if you actually really, I really don't want to.
He's the Black Jester. He's in your embodiment. He's in the darkness. You don't fit him in there?
I don't roll that way, despite the culture.
He's your shadow. He's your shadow. Then you become his shadow. And you become
we all become shadows. The Lee Corporation.
Yeah,
oh, Lord. Jesus Christ.
Don't say that online. Do it to yourself.
The Lee Corporation and
No. I know why he said that. He said stop.
No. Talk about team.
Yeah, ask Charlie, should we change the name? There you go.
Oh my God.
I'm about to cut this man off.
Intellectual properties, man.
Shut up.
Black Jester. Should they change the name?
I mean, for real. I would say yes. Given the time and everything, go ahead and change it.
Why? Why you think it's a good idea to change the name?
Well, hold on for a hot second. But honestly, just because of, just like you said, the Washington Bullets, or Baltimore Bullets, if you want to call them that. This is both political and personal, because they knew the original owner of the Redskins was like real racist, but he wanted to have his way. And honestly, if the Native Americans taking offense to it, just change the damn name. But the whole thing is red. That's the damn problem. They don't want red and nothing.
Should be called the Washington.
Washington what?
You said just take the red out and
The
Washington skins. That's terrible. And I know I'm probably getting a lot of slack for wearing, it's good, but you know, it is what it is. I like it. Still like to watch some old wrestling.
That's what we're talking about.
You know,
Get flack for it.
yeah, I know. And to the point. Also, what I is that it costs a lot to make a name change. You're gonna have to, as a marketing, as a business, you have to change everything. What does that look like? Slogan wise, how social media, so on and so on and so on. So
branding, not to mention that you
the branding,
the legal of it. Well, when people say branding, when people say branding, it's like, what does that really mean? Like, that's a buzzword that doesn't mean much to people. That's like saying the thing is broken. What specifically is wrong? I want everything. No. What specifically do you want? Branding includes all of the legal consultations that you have to go to get written into record stating that this organization owns the logo, the music, the imagery, the words that directly connect to this body of people. And you have to make sure that no one else has hold of that. Because if you do use it without making sure that somebody else doesn't own that, then you got to pay them. Or you could get sued for
I mean, it's more than that.
Tough.
Yeah.
And then not just that,
the legal stuff is part of it.
But you still gotta make merchandise. You gotta make merchandise.
That's what branding is, more of the overarching. Yeah, it represents the organization and everything, whatever space that they want to get into, who the target audience is, and like I said, anything and everything that they're involved in. And so
it's not just merchandise.
Changed.
But it's not just merchandise. It's all of the uniforms. It's all the equipment. It's all of the buildings that they own. All that.
That's what I'm saying. It's everything. Right.
But you have to give people specifics, because everything means nothing unless you know what everything truly is. Everything is an abstract concept.
You have it's, and then once you change it, right, it's also more of how we're going to use our brand, how we're going to use the slogan that's, if there's a slogan that's tied to it, how we're going to use it in our, like I said, social media spaces online when we're meeting, our sponsors or who on. So, not to go on to a different topic than the question, but it costs a lot of money and it's a lot of time. So, for me, embarrassing, and maybe this is probably another question that you probably don't have, but it is embarrassing for me. I mean, excuse me, it's not embarrassing for me, but it is a little embarrassing that they didn't think this through, like Mike was saying, prior.
Yeah.
And
like they wasn't ahead on
just before the season started, they're just going to have to be called the Washington something.
I would have been way ahead of this. I'd have had stuff in mothballs with patent and trade.
Especially
I'd have had stuff that.
They had all this free time. They had so much free time.
Yeah, but that's
just as a backup plan. This is a backup plan. Right? But I would have had it in.
Move my car.
I'd have had it in such a way that if I had no choice but to change this out, even if I had to just say, here's the new name, but we ain't got no logos, I could easily take the patches off of everything and just say Washington football team. Just, give me like a month so I can get everything printed. You know what I'm saying?
Even if you got the logo,
I'd have my new logo ready. It would be in mothballs or some secret warehouse ready. I wouldn't have changed no colors.
Yeah, you had a little sticker
ready.
Even you had a little sticker when you could put no. So, even you did that
because they knew that you have an entire people that hate your name.
Yeah.
For good reason.
Yeah.
So I would have already been ahead of it just in case the country comes down upon me and condemns me with the name of this team that I have. And they're like, we're not going to buy any of your stuff whatsoever because of this name, because that's exactly what happened. We're not buying any of your stuff. We're not endorsing you.
Yeah,
we're pulling our endorsements until you change your name. And it's like, no, my rent money.
No, you know it's serious. You know it's serious when Pepsi pull their money. Pepsi or Coke pull their money, you know you done messed up, man.
They said Nike, Pepsi, Papa John's. I was like, shit. That's all the money. All the money's gone. They said those people was pulling the cash. I was like, wait! I got a new name. Just give me some minutes just to sign the papers.
They literally taking money out of their pockets, man.
But I'd have told them it's gonna be a new name done in a week. We just need to switch the signs. They in storage. Mm-hmm. I'm trying to tell you.
Yeah, you would have made it work.
I'd have been like, we'll have a new name in 1 week. All Redskins facilities have been shut down. Logos removed. Freaking vinyl replaced on vans and trucks and cars. Headsets would have been there. Everything switched over the headset. Everything, all the equipment, patches switched out. And then had a new name logo. And then they found out later on, it turns out the Washington team had this preset just in case. And then the real scandal was like, why did you do it sooner? Because I was still making Redskins money. That's why.
Yeah, I mean, it's hard to believe that they wasn't thinking this through like way before this, though. That is hard to believe. But we don't know if it was or not. We don't know if they was.
Right, true.
I mean, again, it was about money. When it all first started, it was about money. When they first started talking
but I get a sense that Dan does love the team. Despite what you may not like about Dan, I outside looking in, I think he does love the team. It's like, I'm not changing that name. That's pride and joy and whatever else that it means to him. And then, of course, money. Yeah.
He got no reason for wanting to keep the name. Yeah, other people probably don't understand.
Right, yeah.
But because, maybe if he loved the team, he's like, now I own this team, and the team died on my watch. It's my fault, yada, yada, yada. And it's just like,
who knows?
That probably should happen a long time ago, guy. Don't think of yourself as the person that changed the name and ruined the franchise. Think of yourself as the revolutionary person that move the franchise forward into the future. Like, put that on your back.
Do you think he's going to come out and say stuff like that once the name is truly? Because
if they winning, if they're winning, if he gets a new name and a new logo, and they're winning, I guarantee he gonna be like, "This was my idea. We're no longer the Washington Redskins of old. We're the Washington Undertakers anew." Yeah. Right. Especially if they're winning. What you got, boss?
It's just like the morning show on the Apple TV, and the head of NBC. There's like some scandal going on one of the episodes where California was on fire, and they had the cast at the morning show while they were there heard reports that rich people were hiring firefighters personally to save their homes, which is kind of messed up. And so one of those
breaking up
was possibly on breaking up.
Yeah, you smoked a pack of cigarettes every day. I don't know why.
Well, forget what I want to say.
Oh, that's funny.
What's up? What's our next run, boss?
I mean, we kind of already touched on it a little bit, but it's why are they changing the name? So we basically
Black Lives Matter movement.
Yeah.
Riots.
That's probably a big one right there.
Trying not to be the next company to go under because they effing up.
Yeah, there's so much injustice going on, and they trying to right the rights to that. So it was going to come around to the Redskins eventually. They trying to fix all the injustice that's going on. So yeah,
like get ahead of that shit. Like don't be. I'm surprised they didn't get ahead of this. Like, why aren't you ready?
Yeah.
Backup plans, baby. Backup plans.
I guess it depends the people you got working for. Some people ahead of us, some people not.
Yeah, look at that, y'all. I got that. We had a grappler that didn't cut his freaking nails. Look at this.
Why are we looking at your sweaty face?
It's not sweat, man.
We ain't got time for that. Get your face out of the camera. America don't want to see that.
You black baby.
We know you've been working hard in training, right? In training. Get your face out of the screen.
But it's about my beautiful face anyway.
You TMI, man. TMI.
What we doing, Rob? What we doing? Before he steals the show.
Mustafa, do you want to touch on that?
Mustafa.
It's Mufasa. I know
Mustafa.
You want to touch on that? Why are they changing the name? That's the next question.
I think pressure from like what you guys talking about, a lot of stuff that's been going on, hyped up with Black Lives Matter, George Floyd, and possibly I haven't been reading a lot of articles, whether they're true or not anyway. They probably pockets is probably starting to get hurt.
Yeah.
Because of the escalation of these. So, just like, you start getting hurt. And if this is true, you start to think twice about
to check right now.
In this case, Spain. Yeah. So,
all I was saying was that, if part of the pressure from what's going on in the communities around
Black Lives Matter and around
it's hard, from the George Floyd, and then obviously it's not just from that one event, just series of events over many generations. if Dan's pockets started to get hurt by that, people started to, start to lose money. And then you got the pandemic on top of that. And so, there's just a lot of stuff going on out there with people. And so I think just the escalation of those things really possibly played into the part of the official team announcing that they're changing the name. So that's all I was trying to say.
Yeah. Once you start taking money away from those in power, those that have the ability to do whatever they want, to oppress, to impose their will on people, and the people is like, I don't like it. You're not assisting, you're not helping, you're not making my life better with the power that you are afforded. The only way to make that change necessary is to make it cost too much to do what you were doing before. Because if somebody tells you don't go through that door no more, you're like, yeah, whatever, I'm gonna just keep going through that door. But if you go through that door again, and then suddenly you got a ticket, a fine for $500, you're not about to go through that door no more. You just lost a crap ton of money.
I'll still go to the door if Angelina Jolie is on the other side. I just do it.
Yeah, let's not talk about Antonia Jolie and you going through no doors. God damn it, mother lover.
No, you didn't just say that.
Hey.
I ain't saying nothing right now.
The shadow.
I ain't saying nothing.
Angelina.
I ain't saying nothing.
You had Angelina.
Continue.
Why do you think they did your name?
Whatever.
Everybody was mad at you.
Whatever. It's all good.
I'm done. I'm sorry.
I can't hear you. You sound like you're in the mountain somewhere. You fish.
Oh no!
What's happening?
You saying
you teaching your son how to fish? Hey man, that's a great thing for Papa Bear. Teach his son how to fish. Love it. It's an old joke. We call him Daddy Teddy. So he's out there in the woods somewhere doing something. I don't know.
You say your name Daddy Teddy or something.
Am I still breaking up?
No, you're good. You're good. This signal's better.
All right. So what's the next question? What's the other one?
Last question. If you were making a name, what would the new name be?
Now, I would like to know what your opinion is, since you're a Cowgirls fan.
Oh.
No, he's not a Cowgirls fan. That's mean. He's a Green Bay Packers fan.
Whatever.
Yeah, Green Bay Packers fan. When did that happen?
That was his team. That's his original team right there. He's a Packers fan. He would never cheat on his team.
What kind of timeline y'all got going on?
Not on no bandwagons.
We're not in the movie Looper or any of that.
You wouldn't do that, right?
I would go with the Washingtonians, I guess, or something like that.
Man, shut up.
Washingtonians? What?
Pass. Go to the next person.
Oh no!
Get that crap out of here.
I take that back. Name them the Plus Ultras. Yes.
Oh my God!
Washington Plus Ultras.
Yep.
Wait a minute.
Wait a minute.
I'm pretty sure they would get sued so fast.
But not just with the anime. Ain't there tampons or lotions out there called Plus Ultras?
Yeah.
What?
Nah, man.
Bad name.
We're not.
Bad name.
That's the
man. That's a terrible name.
Bad name.
Look, just like a Cowboys fan. No intelligence. Just like Chris, Rockers.
Mufasa, stop being disrespectful. He is not a Cowboys fan.
Whatever.
He's a Packers fan.
Okay. He's a Packers fan. Excuse me. My bad.
There you go. Tell the truth.
My bad.
Mustafa. No.
He don't know any better.
He's too busy. He's too busy riding in between Aaron Rodgers' legs. So it's cool.
Plus Ultra.
No, we're not calling us the Plus Ultras.
Justin, what you got, buddy?
What's that? Washington.
Put the fish down. Put the fish out of your mouth, man, and talk.
He said the Washington Diplomats.
What? Are y'all even thinking? What the heck are you talking about?
There ought to be some kind of power in the name. The Diplomats? We're not negotiating. We're trying to beat the brakes off somebody.
That's stupid.
What the fuck? Who wants their warrior team to be called Diplomats? The negotiators? The let's say this peacefully? We're not using our words. What the fuck? We're not using our words.
I expect from people who don't, follow the Redskins or the Washington teams now. What do you think, Mike? Let's get to the real,
First of all, I'm going to continue that statement. I do expect people that are not in favor of the team, the area, knowing the Redskins don't have the most prestigious record overall.
Yeah.
And other teams have worse records than we do. I'm pretty sure, they're going to take every chance they get to run them through the mud like they already have. And I do agree, the Washington football team was a weak excuse. And they didn't even press release that strongly enough to say that, hey, we're still working on a permanent team, but just to tide us over, we're going to call our team our great, city or state to put some press on that shit. What the fuck? That was horrible. But
yeah,
I got a joke name.
Joke name
from a TV show, and I got a real name. So me and my wife was, hey, buddy, what's the name of the show that we were watching when it was
just
kind of about the Redskins, but not.
Wife. He's just talking on the side.
I'm not going to show my wife because that's disrespectful, but she's right here.
I didn't say
what's the name of the show that we were watching when it was like the team name for Washington? It was Kimmy Schmidt that did that?
I don't know, honey.
Yeah, okay. So we were watching Kimmy Schmidt on Netflix, and
I love Kimmy Schmidt. Oh.
They were like, well, if everybody hates your team and you got to change their name, they're already going to buy the merchandise to destroy it. Why don't piss them off more? Really, how about you call them the Washington Gun Takers?
Oh, yeah.
Let's piss off more people and you'll sell more merchandise, even if they destroy it. So the people that like you are going to wear it. The people that hate you are going to buy it anyway. The Washington Gun Takers.
I remember that. That was hilarious.
But me and Mufasa, really, were talking a bit earlier, and he said, "What about the Washington Sentinels?" And I was like,
right now, so that's not my idea. That was from an article I remember reading. I think it was last year, and I don't know if it was in the Washington Post or not. But I said, okay, because Fred Smoot said it. I think he's the person who came up with it. The Red Wolves, and I know the Red Tails has been around. And I don't really like everybody's trying to just.
They're too weak.
I like wolves, but I think there could be some other name or phrase to go along with wolves, but not red wolves. It's like Washington Red Wolves. The way how it sounded, how it's rolling out my tongue, I don't like. And the Red Tails, I know that has a lot of big significance, but. I don't I wouldn't mind if they call them the Red Tails, but not to embark on what you were saying.
Because when
Sentinels is what I read, and that's like
So here's a saying that we came up with, just throwing some stuff around. Washington Sentinels, we hold the line. Like
yeah.
Especially with this new coach that's supposed to be so defensive minded, his personnel is supposed to be really strong on the front line right there. Like, come on. The Washington Sentinels, we hold the line. You can't tell me that's not That's not something that you can press upon, especially if your defense is supposed to be. You can't get biased with our D line and our linebackers. We hold the line. You're not getting past this line. If you try to run, you're getting destroyed. If you try to pass, your quarterback's not going to have enough time to do anything. We hold the line. Like, marketing right there. Done. Easy. Washington Sentinels, we hold the line. Get some fake knockoff Captain America or something. There you go. We hold the line.
Yeah, I actually like what Mike came up with that little slogan with the Sentinels. I mean, Warriors is kind of an easy go.
Cop out.
Yeah.
Yeah, it is.
That's a cop out.
You know, just like what I just did. You know, in a sense, I had just got my car. I was trying to get alignment and said, well, you don't need alignment. You need new tires and actually new wheels. Your wheels have bent. I said, okay, well, if I'm going to buy some tires, maybe I actually buy some good tires and some good wheels. And they actually take the opportunity to do that. And it's just like, whatever. So
maybe stepping it, like go all the way.
Maybe that's what they're actually doing, you know? And just think about it for a second. You know, they say they call the Washington team. We don't know if they haven't gotten a team or with whoever the other guy who's holding some of the names that they were about to go with or whatever. But because it costs a lot of money and it's a lot to think about when you talk about changing the brand of your company, maybe they're just like, you know what, we're just going to call it Washington team while we devise a plan for the new name, new slogan, blah, 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 how this can affect
new logo.
Trying to do it. And we just had to bite the bullet and just go Washington team for now until we.
And they got to get a new theme song now. They got to get a new theme song. Because Hail to the Redskins is really big.
Theme song. Yeah. I thought about that. I was like, what if people's, with the pandemic now, so now ain't nobody going to be in the stadiums. But I really think when we were with the Washington Redskins, that our song was actually pretty good. And I'm going to miss that. I've been thinking about that a lot. And so, but again, it's a great opportunity if done right and thought right to come up with new names. And there's too many creative writers, and Danny's a billionaire or whatever, how much money he makes. It's not like he can't find somebody to help write a good jingle or good song to go with the brand and everything else with it. So I hope the what I was going to say, the report of them going with the Washington team is the effect of, we're going to actually just take our time and not rush because the season's so close. Let's just do that. And maybe by the end of this year or end of the season, we'll announce everything. We'll have time to go over all the branding and again, there's so much to think about.
They didn't have everything ready, like Mike said. I think what they did.
I know.
What they did.
And that's the embarrassing part.
Well, maybe they did. And that guy who has those names, maybe he had somebody on the inside. These are just what ifs. We don't know any hard facts. Not accusing anybody of anything.
No,
but, scenario. Maybe that guy had someone on the inside was like, "Hey, dude, you should probably patent these names."
Okay, well, like y'all said,
most of the stuff that we heard about the names were put out in public. So, for example, the Red Tails. How did we hear about that? Well, our current quarterback or one of the quarterbacks on the team is like, "Hey, I like the Red Tails." Okay, well, he scooped it up. I think
Washington Red Wolves is like, that's a good name. Because people with patent trades, there's people that make money off of patenting and trading different name brands and just waiting for somebody to want to use it. And then they jump and be like, hey.
People do that.
You got to pay me all the money.
I remember hearing one of those names when it came out.
What?
He immediately patented. Immediately when one of those names came out, he immediately patented. So he was listening to what, and he was doing that stuff on purpose, you know. So
if there are people that literally make their money by putting at legal cases against other people that use their names, that's how they make money. And even if they don't take money away from you from using your name, you've now got to pay these motherfuckers some money to continue to use that name.
But yes, but just like how I was talking to you earlier before our call. Oh no, you're not, sir. I don't care what you got.
What?
I'm sorry. Continue. I'm about to throw this thing.
You playing Ghost Station, ain't you? Yeah, blackety blinkety blankety blank.
I don't understand what's happening here. I'm playing a great game.
What?
Whipping his butt. That's right. Let's go.
Oh my goodness.
Go on, man.
I'm sorry.
He's playing Steeler.
Yeah. Continue what y'all was saying.
Over here slaughtering people. Look at that. Yeah.
Oh my goodness.
The poor indigenous people that he is taking out right now. But yeah, that's
mangled his arm. This game is awesome.
Stop Batman people. But anyway,
Oh man.
but what you got, boss? Like we said our piece, and we Redskins fans. What the other side think?
Oh, I already told you my name is the Plus Ultras. This is
You didn't even try. You just coming up with BS.
I wouldn't even do Dallas like that.
Oh, I would do Dallas like that.
Maybe I would do Green Bay like that because that's your team.
The Dallas Daisies. That's what I have them called.
Because they pushing them up.
Yeah.
my thing is,
snap.
my thing is the name. Is the name going to affect the colors? Like they just trying to keep the colors?
Who knows, man?
It doesn't have to.
They want.
If they do, that's what I was saying though, because that would cost a shit ton of money if they change the colors.
Well,
they don't have to change the colors.
I wouldn't change the colors. Like so,
I change that logo and the name.
I forgot if it is a technical term. When, like, for example, let's say Sunkiss, right? They want to go ahead and maybe update their logo or maybe change it a little bit, right?
Mm-hmm.
Normally, you don't want to change it so much where it's unrecognizable.
Yeah.
Right.
So for instance, the what is it? Remember that the Colts. We know we have the Colts, right? That team was originally the Oilers. Yeah, they were the Oilers.
Yeah.
Before that. But you know what didn't change about them? The color scheme.
Well, they actually had red in their logo, and they don't have red. They just took that out.
They didn't change that. They didn't change it drastically that you couldn't recognize them. They still had the blue. They still had the blue and the white. But it wasn't such a drastic change that you couldn't recognize who this team was. So I don't think they should change the colors. I don't think
they should change the colors. Or maybe just like with the Browns, right? They didn't necessarily change the colors, but they changed part of the values. Not too much of the brown and the orange. The brown is more saturated. The orange is more saturated. So it quickly, you're still able to recognize, it's the Browns, but they're slightly different. Same thing with the Seahawks. I think, again, you can fact check that. I think the green became more saturated. It was more of a neon, of course, and I can't tell from the blue, but yeah, they still had green, but different green. So they could do it that way, update.
If they wasn't worrying about the color so much, I probably would go with something like the Washington White Wolves or something similar to that. Washington.
Now I like that. Washington.
That would be cool. Wolves. That'd be cool. They can still have red in there. Like the white. They can still have like the gold tinge on the fur on the outside. Like,
but I can see people were like, "Why white? Why they can't be black?"
I
just can see.
Oh my God.
I don't know.
I'm sorry, I have to say it here.
It's true. Yeah, he's right.
A lot of people, but I could just. I'm sorry.
But even then, if you said the Washington Black Wolves, like, why they gotta be black? Why they gotta be? Right. There's no winning in that.
Take colors. Like I was saying earlier, there's too many different good writers and people who are good with coming up with these names for companies and branding and all this other stuff, that you could just hire these people and have a think tank, and maybe that's what you're doing, to come up with any of these names. You know, it doesn't have to. We don't have to force the color, the
names, logos.
Yeah, we don't have to force that stuff in there. Just let's be unique. You know, let's redefine our mission statement as a team, as a brand. You know, where do we want to go from here? And again, they're probably doing that. I hope they are.
Hey, it flows off the tongue. Washington Sentinels, we hold the line.
I like I said, right now, my favorite is the Sentinels.
Ron Rivera is supposed to bring the defense where you can't get past them. We hold the line, baby.
Yeah, I like that.
Just like the old, like dude did.
Bad about the domain now, Mike.
You probably, damn, that, but you probably shouldn't have said that. Somebody in this video be like, oh, really?
You know what? If Washington picks up that name and that logo, or that mission statement right now, and I just wasn't fast enough to get there, I would at least be happy that my team doesn't look like a bunch of punks that can't find a name and a freaking logo. But if I could get there,
that's like the NFL.
I'm not saying that I would be a douchebag and not let them have it. Let's just say I wouldn't live in this specific house anymore.
You didn't come up with the name, so you ain't getting squat.
Nah, probably not. Whoever the guy that actually came up with it in the original article would get the money. Well, then again, no. If I had put the patent on it, ask Tesla. Ask Tesla. Ask Tesla and Ben Franklin about that right there. If I put that patent on it,
you right about that. Yeah.
Don't matter who came up with it first. I got the rights.
Right.
Oh, what? You gotta get the stuff and you gotta get on that.
Alright. As we were in the video, anything else y'all wanted to say about y'all team?
Hey, John. Hey, I need some bass. Bring me back some bass. All right?
Hey, my family loves salmon, man. All right. Salmon is amazing. I know y'all real good with the salmon, bruh.
Oh, wow.
Stay away from them big mouth bass, man. Stay away from them big mouth bass. They get a hold of you.
No, I want some bass, dude. Bring me back some bass. Yo, bring me back some bass, okay? No birds, all right? I eat chicken, but no, like, whatever endangered birds you meet out there while you're training your son in the woods, mountains, wherever the heck you are.
Whatever.
Remember, hashtag unmasked Black Jester. We doing this.
All right, y'all. I'm about to go ahead and see if I can't at least see the opening that goes to the Shima, because this sucker right here
is awesome, bro.
Playing
it right now.
All right, guys. See y'all later.
All right, man. Rob, put some pants on. Don't get up before you turn off the video.
Bye. Big,